All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Walking Dead video leading up to the 11th episode this time for The Walking Dead Season 10. This episode is called Morning Star. We'll be doing our predictions, what we think is going to happen in the episode. Oh man, so freaking awesome episode for The Walking Dead Season 10. If you guys have not seen episode 10 yet, definitely got to check it out. I did my review for it earlier, Stalker. It's an amazing episode, Beta and Alexandria, and Daryl versus Alpha. Awesome stuff, absolutely loved it. So it looks like the next couple episodes are going to be equally as good, if not better. Episode 11 is called Morning Star, which is this episode coming up. I'll put the link in the description so you guys can check out their promo or their next on video that AMC releases each week after the one episode ends. They promo the next episode. So the description for Morning Star is, with the whispers coming for Hilltop, the communities must decide whether to run or fight. And somebody pointed out nicely for this episode's title, what is a Morning Star? It's a weapon. It's the weapon that Daryl picks up, and he kind of I suppose spins it or turns it and then comes in with it. So it's like a ball and chain kind of thing, kind of type of weapon, which is really cool. It's just cool. So that's sweet, and it looks like he's at the very front of the group as the Whisperers maybe just arrived near the end of this episode at the Hilltop. So they have to decide if they're going to, the survivors have to decide if they're going to stay at Hilltop and fight, or if they're going to cut and run. And they don't have everybody with them. From the next on, it looks like the Alexandrian forces won't be able to make it there in time, or are not able to quite, or not everybody, I suppose, is going to, maybe not Gabriel. I don't see Gabriel here anywhere with his double-barrel shotgun or anything like that, ready to help. So it sounds like we have kind of a smaller group of our survivors, with Daryl, Lydia, and those that happen to be at the Hilltop at that time. You can see Carol in there too. You can see Yumiko, Kelly, some of the others. They are still looking for Connie and Magna, but it looks like so far they have been unable to locate them. They have been unable to find them. So the next on video starts with Daryl riding into the Hilltop on his, what is it? Is it still the motorcycle? Is it a motorbike? Somewhere, some kind of custom in the middle that somehow still has fuel. I don't know. So I guess somehow he managed to make it run. Maybe Eugene, found a way to, I don't know, figure out to get him a little bit of fuel so he can still use it. Let's just say that, okay? And somehow it makes sense. So Eugene figured it out. There you go. For how he'd still be able to get fuel for the bike. And so he's arriving at the Hilltop, and it looks like he's with Lydia. Looks like she's on the back of the bike with him, which is cool. I like kind of the relationship they have going between Daryl and Lydia. It reminds me a lot earlier on of the Daryl-Beth type of relationship that they sort of had, where he was kind of this older brother, fatherly protector kind of figure for her because she doesn't have one, and then Beth being something like that post-Herschel, I suppose. So I don't know. It just has kind of some similarities for me between the way Daryl was with Beth, like the iconic scene where he walks out and he's carrying her, that whole thing. It just has some of that for Lydia. So I like it. I like kind of the vibe that has going. Yumiko says, any sign of them? Daryl says, we didn't get that far. It shows a tree that's kind of blocked the way. Like in a savior-esque type of, is Negan in there, giving pointers? The Whispers, are smart enough to figure that out on their own, but it just has some savior-esque type of vibes, because you guys remember how they would always, during All Out War and, seasons, 6 and 7, they would always cut down the trees to stop them from getting, back and forth, right? I do think there was some descriptions that said that Negan was lending aid to Alpha and giving her some pointers and giving her some just, I suppose, being a sounding board for her, giving her some battle tactics that maybe she hadn't considered. Whether she uses them or not is kind of up to her. but at least giving her something so that something additional, like with what happened with Gamma there. Just in case it might come in handy, and he's been rewarded for it, I suppose. If you want to consider what he got a reward, I guess. Alpha, Beta, and Negan on the way, so that's really cool. So Lydia, my mother, is coming, and you can see there's like a water tower in the background, but I don't think it's going to be that tower that's going to be the tower. I think it's one near Alexandria that we're going to see later, so there's some stuff that's going to come up with that near the end of this season. Looks amazing, and it's just cool to see, the Whisperers, I guess, adding Negan to their ranks if he's totally compliant and he's totally on their side, which so far it seems like he is. Now he may kind of switch back to the survivors at some point here, but it's just cool to see him added into the Whisperer's side as if they weren't kind of fearsome enough. Now you have Negan on their side as well too, and he's giving them some inside info and giving them some stuff that they can do. So you can see Alpha kind of coming. You see Beta in the background, which is just so fearsome after last episode, right? It's like so so scary. It's like Alpha's at the front, but that guy, that's the one you gotta watch out for. You watch out for him. Yeah, she's tough and everything, but watch out for that guy. What's he doing? Because he's fast for a big man, right? Then you got Daryl. They're closing in on us. So the question of should they run, should they fight? Are they going to stand their ground at the hilltop and they make a stand for it? And we know from the trailers they are. They're not going to cut and run and just abandon the hilltop and leave it and everything. But you see the paintings, right? There's Carol. She walks by. There's the paintings. So if it's set ablaze, will our the paintings we have to remember Glenn and some of the others, will they go up in flames? Oh, you kind of hope not, but you kind of think like by the end of this episode or the end of episode 12, the Glenn picture and some of the others will probably be up. I wonder if there's one there for Rick. I gotta look back at it again and kind of see, but you kind of think those are going to go up in flames by the time this episode's over. So Alexandria can't get here, and then we've got Earl. We're going to have to fight. He wants to fight at this point. And then you have Aaron having everyone get into strategic formation, I suppose, and they got their shields and stuff. So it's freaking awesome, man. It's freaking sweet. So I'm excited to see the episode. I can't wait to see it. I loved episode 10. Check out my review if you guys haven't seen it. We go into all the details, but episode 10 was just an incredible episode, one of the scariest I've ever done. And, let me know what you guys think will happen in Morningstar. I think it'll be pretty good, but I think most of the fight will just probably start by the end of the episode, and then we'll probably have to watch most of it in episode 12, where it's going to be like the full-on Whisper War, I guess, at the Hilltop, the Battle at the Hilltop, which is, it looks awesome, man. It looks like it's going to be really good. And will Negan fight all the way through for Alpha? Will he take up arms against the Saviors and actually, or the not Saviors, take up arms against the survivors and actually, actively join the battle? I kind of think he'll probably kind of, stay back, and not really, actively. I can't see him attacking Daryl or attacking the others either, in a way. So kind of tricky there. But let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments below. And we'll do a live stream after this. So after this one's posted in a little bit, join me back for the live stream or live stream right after. And we'll hang out and talk about the episode and give our thoughts on what we thought. That's it for this one, guys. We'll see you for the live stream. It's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you in a bit.